is 6:30 p.m. on April 17th, 2018, and we do have a quorum present. We're going to call to order the Planning and Zoning Commission meeting for the City of Louisville. The first item on the agenda is to approve the minutes for the March 6th, 2018 meeting. That was 2 meetings ago. Commissioners, anybody have any comments on the minutes, or do I have a motion?
Move to approve.
Motion by Mary Ellen.
Second.
Second by Karen. All those in favor signify aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Agenda item 3 is going to be to approve the minutes of the April 3rd, 2018 meeting. Commissioners?
Move to approve.
Motion by Karen.
Second.
Second by Alvin. All those in favor signify aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Agenda item 4 is going to be a public hearing for zoning and special use permits. Item A is consideration of a special use permit for a hotel with rooms containing a cooktop or oven on approximately 2.327 acres, legally described as 5A-1, Block A of the Vista Ridge 35 Edition, located at the southeast corner of Lake Vista Drive and Zone Light Industrial District, as requested by Jigar Patel of 8020 Development, GP LLC, doing business as Stream Capital on behalf of Mercantile Lake Point LP, the property owner.
Good evening, Commissioners. Hellman Hotel is seeking a special use permit to allow rooms with cooktops. The proposed hotel will be a 5-story building with 120 rooms. 84 of these rooms are proposed to contain cooktops. As part of this SUP, Hellman Hotel is going above and beyond the requirements set forth in Louisville's hotel ordinance. The proposed hotel will feature 1,500 square foot meeting space, an increased height of 5 stories, a restaurant, a fitness facility, and an outdoor pool. The proposed building materials meet the requirements found in Louisville's hotel ordinance, which include 80% brick or stone on every facade. Elmina Hotel is also providing enhanced landscape standards, which include a 30% increase on landscape requirements. There's one variance requested as a part of the special use permit to allow reduction of the minimum room size to 288 square feet in lieu of the required 325 square feet for 6 rooms. Elmina Hotel is providing unique options for groups traveling together, which allow 6 rooms to be blocked together and allow a private communal space for gathering. To allow this option, 3 of the rooms in each of these blocks has been reduced to 288 square feet, which is below Louisville's requirement. Staff has no objection to this variance. Are there any questions?
No, thank you.
Thanks. The applicant has a presentation following.
Thank you for having us today. We certainly feel very special for you to roll in your red carpet and just have us for today on your agenda. So thank you for that. We created a presentation to kind of give you a sneak peek of our hotel and kind of explain what the brand is. So this is the piece of land that we are talking about. Again, it's maybe this is not a technical term, but what everyone likes to call this is within Louisville's hotel corridor, where most of hotels are concentrated in the city of Louisville. So this is an exterior of a typical exterior of a Element Hotel. This is in Flamant, Las Vegas. Ours is going to be very similar to this. Obviously, we have changed it to some brick so that it meets Louisville's requirement. This is kind of a side view of it. This is a typical room. You will see that it is a kind of a high-end finish. What Element is for travelers who are looking to stay in a vibrant and very optimistic design. It's colorful. It has lots of energy because we utilize larger windows so sunlight and more natural light can come in. Let me give you a sneak peek of a room. We have a virtual reality video, kind of a walkthrough which we created. So I'd like to give you that. Can you hear me without the mic? Okay. So this is, the mouse is very sensitive. I want to kind of walk you through. So this is where guests can kind of watch the TV. So you can call this as a more of a living room for the guest. It is loading. This is, by the way, the Studio Commons, which we will talk later on a little bit about. As Jonathan was mentioning, there are about 6 rooms with a Studio Common, where Louisville, what we have noticed, is very family-centric and corporate-centric kind of business when it comes to hotels. So what we are noticing is in some of the rooms we like to provide kind of a common area which is connected to about 3 to 4 rooms where, let's say if a family or a group of kids are coming, right, then they can gather together in a common area. That's what we have done on 3 of our floors. So if there is a, let's say a fishing tournament, right, and we have someone coming over, then they can kind of come together in this common area, which is connected to their rooms. It has a very vibrant lobby, as you can see, with large windows. And again, there is a tool for it. I can go back if someone wants to really look at that. So Element is a hotel which Marriott doesn't really put out in any and all markets. It's a distinctive brand that Marriott has. So it is selected in a very few markets which we feel strongly about. It is currently 25 all across the United States, and 56 are in pipeline in United States. So it's made for few markets only where we are very strong about the corporate clientele. This is the calculation we did to the revenue that we will be contributing to the city. Over a 5-year period, it's going to be close to $2.7 million. That is the hotel occupancy tax and property tax that will go to city of Louisville. It is estimated to create 28 direct jobs with approximate pay of $540,000 annually. Not only that, we are very excited that Marriott has a very strong online training base. I think nowadays you would understand this, that it's very important to train the employees working there, not only for that particular brand, but skills which that they can take outside the brand too. And Marriott has a very strong industry-leading hospitality training, which is available online for all the employees who will be working for us. All right, so there's one variance we are requesting, which is for 6 rooms only. As Jonathan was mentioning, that we have all the rooms, almost all the rooms except 6 rooms meet the 325 square feet of room space except the 6 rooms. And the reason is, as I was showing you the common rooms, 2 of the rooms would be connecting to the common room. So it's not going to be that we are cutting costs or cutting corners anywhere. It is just that we really, looking at the market, we really want to provide our guests coming space for them to come together in a common space to interact with them, especially for any tournaments or any business meeting they are in town for. By the way, the average room size, if you combine all the room size, the average size is 423 square feet. If you combine, as I said, all the rooms. We're going to have 1,524 square feet of meeting space, 1,616 square feet of swimming pool, 870 square feet of fitness center, 30 seats, bar and restaurant, and enhanced landscaping. I'm open to any questions that you might have.
The revenue numbers that you have, what occupancy rate is that based on?
So what we have done is over the years, so each year the revenue is a little bit different, okay?
Right.
So obviously from year 1, we cannot put 4.2 million, but we have looked at the market. So the occupancy ranges from about 75 to 80%.
Do we know what the history is else in the surrounding area with the other properties?
I could not tell you exactly what the occupancy rate is of our other hotels. I do know we do have a number of hotels that are currently in the pipeline because our current occupancy rates are very high and it's difficult to find rooms. So I would say they're likely over that, if not right at that.
So the smaller rooms, are those the ones that are going to be on common, like on the edge of the suite, I guess?
Yeah, so the smaller rooms are the ones that are connected to the suite or can be connected to the suite.
Yeah.
Karen?
I have several.
Sure.
The cooktops, they'll all be smooth tops?
Yes.
Okay. I figured that, but I wanted to be clear. The restaurant, is it a restaurant like a restaurant, or will it be like just for breakfast and happy hours and that sort of thing?
No, it actually, sorry, it is a bar, and we'll be serving food at the bar. As what we have noticed is many of our competitors, existing competitors, have bars at the hotel, and they serve some food, obviously, with the beverages, and that's what we would have. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, but will you be serving breakfast?
Yes, we will
okay.
be serving breakfast, yes.
Okay. And then my last one is, I guess it's actually kind of weird. How is that branded as a Westin or a Starwood or a Marriott?
That's a very, very good question. As you know, that Starwood was recently acquired by Marriott. So I think the way the industry is going, it's going to be, by the time we are done, everything should be labeled as Element by Marriott. So it's a recent acquisition, but I think by the time we are open, it will be identified as a Marriott property.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, I had a couple of questions too. What is your anticipated nightly rental rate?
What I would do is let me call our VP of development for that question, okay? And he would be more than happy to answer that question, okay?
Hello, Chairman Green. I think we do have a slide for that, so I'd like to go to that and then explain you that. So The national average for Element hotels that are currently open, average daily rate is $153. Now, we're looking at the Louisville market, and the average daily rates right now, Monday to Thursday in the Louisville market are around $140. For hotels that I would consider are lower scale than an Element brand. Element is considered an upper upscale hotel, so our ADR would be closer to the $150 range.
Okay,
And then Friday, Saturday, Sunday market in Louisville is non-corporate, it's more of the Smurf business. So sports, military reunions, family reunions, and things like that. So those kind of groups typically tend to pay lower rates. So, you know, during those weekend times, we would be around $120, $130 average daily rate.
okay. And so I also had a question about this common area concept, because this is actually the first time I've ever really heard of this concept. Can you just kind of talk about some other places that you're doing this successfully? And I mean, is this something that's really just these rooms are getting used on the weekend, or I mean, are they in pretty high demand?
So the reason Marriott came up with these common area rooms is if you look at many, the Element that was recently built near Love Field Airport, right, which is very close to Love Field. It's a dual brand, Element and Aloft, and there's numerous Elements all across the United States. As I said, 25, and one of the constant thing that we hear from our corporate clients or family reunion is they need a space where they can come together and feel like a family, or can do a business in a comfortable environment, right? And those rooms are high in demand, especially for a market like Louisville, where the corporate clientele is strong Monday to Thursday, and then Friday to Sunday, there are family reunions. We see lots of them coming. So for them, there's a high demand for those room types. So again, just imagine if you are going at a location with your family, would you like to have a room where all of you can come together and just have that private space for yourself, right? For your family, where you can, and I know Mr. John is smiling at that, but just put yourself in that shoes. Sometimes getting all the family together can be challenging, but if I'm traveling, I build hotels, so I also put myself in a traveler's shoes a lot, and I would like to have it. Let me put it that way. And we see a lot of demand at numerous Element hotels for rooms like that.
Okay.
But they have the flexibility though, right? If they're not gonna be used, if they're gonna be used for individual rooms, they have that flexibility, right?
Oh, yes. So each room, I'm going to go back. Oops, sorry.
Like with the one we have with the floor plan.
So each room, as you can see, and I wish I had a laser, but each room has a private door, and the common area has a private door. So we can always shut it off if, let's say, a family is not using it, then we can shut it off and only give access to families or reunions when they're having it. We can program actually the keys in ways that only those people have access to that area.
Commissioners, are there any other
I
questions?
got a question. When you, what would the price range be for the whole 6 rooms?
For all 6 rooms, well, that's an additional feature that guests would be paying for. They have to pay a premium. So I imagine that it would be at least whatever the normal rate is. We do expect guests to pay a premium. Again, how much exactly, it depends once we open the door and we see the demand for it. But I would imagine at least $25.
Do you operate any other franchises in DFW?
Our company operates Hilton properties and numerous other brands. Not in DFW, we mostly operate our hotel in Arkansas and Missouri area. We are working on a few properties in Dallas Metroplex area, and we are very excited about Louisville. We did an in-depth study of Louisville market, and we are doing a project actually in, if you give us approval, then we'll be doing a project in Louisville, Irving, and also close to Dallas downtown.
Okay. Any further questions? Okay, thank
Right.
you very much.
Thank you.
So at this time, we need to go ahead and open the public hearing. So with that, we will go ahead and open the public hearing for agenda item 4A. Anyone wishing to speak may come forward. Having no one come forward, we will close the public hearing and I will entertain a motion.
Motion to approve?
Okay, motion to approve.
Second.
Second. All those in favor signify aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Commissioners, this item will go for a second public hearing and final decision before the City Council on May 21st.
All right, next item on the agenda is adjournment. Do I have a motion?
Adjourn.
Motion by Mary Ellen,
I'll second.
second by John. All those in favor signify aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. We are adjourned.